Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Modcast, episode 57.
Is this a Modcast episode?
Yes.
Who knows? It's the first and only live episode, probably. I don't know.
Hopefully
Wait,
not
we're live?
only one.
What?
Are we live?
I don't think we're alive,
Oh.
no.
Wow.
Speaking
I'm dead.
Speaking of lives and living, what are our names?
Oh.
I forgot.
Alright. Well, I'm Waj.
Slime, help me.
I'm political slime.
I'm Cal.
And I used to be Lego Master 1378.
Name change. Is name is also, what is your name? You would prefer people to call you?
Right now you can find me as Dan J. Savard online, or also soon to be Brick Creative.
Ooh.
Soon to be Brick Creative.
Hopefully somebody doesn't steal my thunder on that. That would really suck.
It would. It would. So...
Alright.
We're here.
Oh yes, Cal. You
Cal,
are
yes.
a person.
Hi.
You're,
I didn't see you there.
what, like an honorary member of Modularity at this
I
point?
guess so.
Yeah.
You can be an honorary
Cal-
member.
Thank
Cal-
We're at BrickFair Virginia 2019.
Well,
Nice to
technically,
meet
we
you.
just finished.
Well, we
BrickFair
just
Virginia
finished it.
True.
That's right. We're in a hotel right now.
Yeah.
There, all of our bricks are packed up essentially at this point.
Yeah, all like 4 bagfuls. I bought way too much Lego
Yes.
this weekend.
The-
True.
The mic is currently balancing on 2 Lego sets that I got. So
Yeah, we just have
Yeah.
like a Lego overload right now, I think.
Far too much Lego. Oh,
slime is going somewhere.
Oh gosh,
He's
what
grabbing.
are you doing?
What's he doing?
I see. So some of us, yes.
Just a moment. Just a moment.
Oh,
This
here
is
we
a
go.
lot.
These were not all purchased at Squidward at BrickFair, but I now currently own approximately 69 Squidwards. If in case if you're new to the Modcast, or if I haven't ever mentioned it on the Modcast, I probably haven't. I have a slight obsession with the Squidward minifigure from 2006. And by slight obsession, I mean I have 69 of
Yes.
them. They were utilized in a mock at BrickFair this year. Insert picture of that said mock.
Oh yes.
Right
What a
here,
glorious
right now.
picture.
Right here. It's right
It's
here.
incredible.
It's on the screen. It's moving around.
Whoa,
Yeah.
crazy. And so I had a good time, and I bought several of them.
How many did you acquire this weekend? Between the ones that you got from me, that I
You
got
had like 50, right? Something like 50 something.
this weekend?
No,
you
you
had
had
per
you
day.
had 50,
Let's
and
do
then
the
he
math.
got
Let's
them.
do the
per
math.
day.
Let's do the math.
Okay.
So 4 from you, 2 per day. So 2 times 5 is 10. So that's 14 plus the 1 from Willis.
yeah.
Shout out to Willis 12. He was
yeah.
here. He's a cool guy.
Looking good?
Yeah. So that's 15. 15 Squidwards acquired
Wow.
over the course of this week. Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
And so, what did you do with all those Squidwards? I guess we have it on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is again.
There it is again.
There it is again.
Wow, look, it's
Yeah,
an eldritch abomination.
same
It's an art
picture.
piece. It's an art piece I like to call
Patience of the Squidward, right?
No,
No.
Patience of the Squidward. Yeah, it's great. It's disassembled now because art pieces are meant to be temporary, and also I didn't know how I would transport it back.
It's true.
Mostly
It was
the
very
former.
fragile. It was mostly the former.
Mhm.
It's mostly the former.
Yeah.
But what did all of you guys do during BrickFair?
I mean-
I definitely didn't see you the whole week.
I followed you around.
Yeah.
What? Who are you, Cal? What is
I
your
don't
name?
know. I'm Cal.
Who are you?
Hey.
Cal? What is
Cal,
your-
Hi.
who are you in the community? What do you do?
Uh,
What do you like?
I do.
What is your favorite
How
color?
do- how
What
do
is
we
your
know
social
you,
security
Cal?
number?
I'm not answering that one, but also not any.
Well, yeah. Some of us were exhibiting mocks.
I don't do anything in the
What did you
community.
do? Yes.
I just walked around.
Did you not bring any mocks?
I did not.
Oh.
Huh.
To be fair, neither do you, Wally.
Well, I didn't either. Yeah.
Next
I
year,
mean,
next year,
yeah.
I want to do some system stuff for next year. Small scale, so that I don't get burnt out on it, but definitely some system stuff.
What about
Right.
what about you,
Dan J. Savard.
Oh gosh. I can continue going by elements, fine. Yeah, so for me, I brought a lot of different stuff this year, half of which I didn't wind up displaying, because with the way that things worked for BrickFair, everything was grouped by theme. So I had, 20-ish, at least, Bionicle Metro builds from varying themes. So one of the big things that I do right now, I'm going to start to upload pics of all of them over the course of the next couple months. I've got a lot of things in the pipeline for the next couple months. I might mention that a bit later. But anyway, basically, I brought a bunch of Toa that were rebuilt versions of all the different Toa from throughout Bionicle G1. So the Anika, the Mari, the Fantoka, original Toa versions of the Tahunga. And I've been recreating them all as Toa Metro builds using the Toa Metro frame from 2004, just with a bit more detail, a bit more armor. And I've been really focusing on character expression and color blocking with all those Toa. So that's been a big project I've had for the past couple of years now. And I'm going to continue expanding it for BrickFair next year. I had a lot of great conversations. I got a lot of inspiration. And I also brought a bunch of Star Wars sets that I didn't wind up displaying because with the way the BrickFair was grouped by theme, it was way at the other end of the convention hall.
Right.
And I just didn't want to walk that far. I wound up walking that far several times because there were lots of cool people to talk to. But, yeah. Sometimes with mocks, like, you bring stuff. And at least for me, I find that, like, not everything necessarily fits in a layout and fits in a display at a huge convention like this, where there's already I'd say there was a lot of competition for display space, and some of our stuff wound up getting pretty shoved together. Usually with shows that I do more locally with my local LUG or LEGO user group, I like to, like, set things out pretty precisely and have things be a little bit more spread out so that you can appreciate each individual creation. That wasn't really an option here, but it's okay, because the core of the weekend, the core of BrickFair is the people. Yeah. And I don't know, I think I can speak for all of us when I say that we had a really great time with a lot of really amazing people this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's
very
true.
much.
One of those amazing people is me.
Yeah, the most amazing.
I can attest to that, yes.
But yeah, things were a lot more cramped last year. I've been to the last two Brick Fairs here.
They were
2017
more
and 2018.
cramped?
No, I said that wrong, I guess. They were less cramped.
Okay, yeah.
Things were a lot more spaced out. The Bionicle section last year was massive. Like, all the we were more against the right wall, and all the tables were, like, double. Like, there was a second row of tables.
Okay, so you had more space last year.
Yes.
But maybe less mocks. Okay, yeah, because honestly, for some of the tables, legitimately looked like mosh pits full of sets. It was intense.
Right.
Full of mocks. My bad. But what other really interesting stuff happened this weekend? Because like I said, there's so many cool things we did with people. We had some time to hang out with TTV and the BCC crew, who were both great.
Shout out to them. Yeah, they're people.
Speaking of the BCC and TTV, some of us, namely us three, but not Dan, because
what was I doing at that point?
You were doing something.
I was probably either like chatting with vendors or like I might have been going to panels. I might have been going to
it was that day.
It was that day.
It was a panel day. Some of us got to witness several members of both the BCC and TTV ingest spicy foods.
Oh my gosh!
I was a judge, just inexplicably
a judge.
I was almost
judged on the
but
fence.
then I wasn't.
That's
sad.
true. That's
Tragic.
true. I was just a bystander, but if that video is up by the time that we release this video, we'll include a link to it. We might be featured in it. We might not be. In fact, they might cut us out entirely. That's entirely
possible.
fair and reasonable.
I did sustain an injury.
Cal did sustain an injury. The only injury that was sustained, other than pride, and also perhaps
LJ may have died.
LJ may have died slightly.
Yes.
We don't know.
Yeah.
He just sort of disappeared after the event, and then was found randomly somewhere in, I think, the wilderness
near
afterwards.
a porta potty.
Near a porta potty.
We'll let you put that together.
Yeah. But other than that, it was a fun time. We got to laugh at them, and it was great. And I got to hang out with
we got
the BCC.
We got to order a square pizza.
Yeah, square
pizza.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ford.
Shout out to Ford, the company.
Ford of the BCC. Shout out to Orion of the BCC. Shout out to Mace of the BCC. Shout out to Malurus of the BCC. Shout out to Klenda of the BCC. Shout out to LQ of the BCC.
I think you're just making these up at these points.
Don't shout out to Leo.
Leo doesn't deserve one. Yeah.
Leo, why didn't you come?
You should have come.
You really should have come, Leo.
Missing out, Leo. You're missing
You
out.
could have bought those sets from me in person.
This could have been you. This could have been you, Leo.
You could have been me. You could have been me, but you're not. So
What are you talking about, Lodge?
I don't know. No.
it's my beautiful face.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
My beautiful face.
Mhm. So I'm trying to think. Like, there's just... I just feel like BrickFair is... This is the first BrickFair I have been to. This is the second American convention I have gone to. I went to BrickWorld Chicago with a couple friends from RebelLUG. Shout out to RebelLUG. Dan and Spencer and Danny and Olaf and Noah and all those guys who were awesome and who let me tag along with them in with the RebelLUG table over in Chicago. And so that was kind of like the first really big American convention experience for me, because I've been in the LEGO community, well, I guess 10 years now. My YouTube channel is 10 years old. And I've heard so much about Chicago and Virginia over the years. And I've always wanted to go. And I finally made the time and put aside the money for it this year. And I absolutely don't regret it. Virginia was hands down much more Bionicle centric. There were a surprising number of Bionicle people in Chicago. So I'm looking forward to going back and connecting with them more next year, maybe.
I remember BrickFed, like, you were basically the only guy.
At BrickFed, which is the local Toronto-based convention that Waj and I have been to in the past. I've been going to BrickFed since 2013. And that's a much smaller con. It's much more, it's a bit more homey, whereas I've really noticed with Virginia, even though there was a lot more people around, the convention hall itself, because it was in an expo center, it just, I think it's honestly partially just the concrete. There's like concrete everywhere, gray walls. It was pretty cold.
Yeah, because like BrickFed took place like in a banquet
hall or a ballroom.
Ballroom.
A ballroom,
That's what it
yeah.
was.
So we did have heat problems where, like, at one point with BrickFed, where like the lights were on for too long, too high, and it started getting really stifling in there. But with, like I said, I just felt like with a convention like BrickFed, it's nice and it's a lot nicer and homier. It would be really cool if we could do like just a solely Bionicle convention.
Bionicon.
We might not Bionicon. Yeah.
Bionicon 2021.
LJ
Coming to you.
Remember LJ Con?
Oh yeah, I do.
Remember that ancient TTV reference?
Yes,
No.
I do remember.
But I can't quite remember where I was going with this. I've been having so many conversations, so many good talks with so many good people. Shout out to Tyler from Clone Army Customs and Andrew from AV Figures, and a lot of the people that I had some really great conversations with. All your names are escaping me right now, but like I'm feeling really inspired and really pumped right now to go, like, because I've stepped back from the LEGO community ever since I really stopped moderating, and I've been just kind of ghosting in the background. But now, like, I'm ready to come back full force because there are so many amazing people doing so many amazing things, and I've personally got a lot of plans for the next couple months, just with personal projects. So take a look. For those of you who subscribe to my YouTube channel, Lego Master 1278, you should if you aren't already. I'm gonna have a lot of really cool things involving lots of new videos and a rebrand. So that'll be really cool. And yeah, just like spending the weekend with these awesome dudes and everybody else at BrickFair has really been a great way of kickstarting that. Who are you even pointing at?
Us.
Anyway,
Us.
you're pointing at all of us.
Oh, I guess I don't know.
But yeah, was there anything really crazy that we got up to at BrickFair? You guys tried burning something.
No, we didn't.
No,
I don't know
not
what
this
you're
year.
talking
Not
about.
this year. That was last year that they got burning
No,
something.
we definitely didn't try to burn anything last
No, we
year.
didn't
Wait,
burn
wait.
anything.
No, we didn't.
Neither year. You can't trace us.
What? No.
You don't know any of our
It just
burns.
cuts.
Nothing has ever been burned.
Technical
Watch,
difficulties.
Can we censor this? Can we?
Yes.
We're experiencing technical difficulties.
Anyway, so back to what we were saying.
saying.
We didn't cut. There was no cut right there.
No,
No.
of course
Okay,
not.
so
Cuts
Yeah.
are a thing that you do when something's fake. This isn't
or you bleed out.
This is
you
real
know.
life.
Oh,
Get a
yeah,
cut.
this is a cut.
Yeah, that's a cut. There we go.
It all comes back around.
So, yeah, BrickFair. It's an event that takes place in Virginia, and it's like really big. It's got a lot of people exhibiting
So
mocks.
many people.
Yeah.
And
It's
yeah,
a little overwhelming on
like
the
this
public
this
days.
year I didn't bring any mocks. I attended last year and also didn't bring any, but I might.
You should get mocking.
Yeah. Well, no, I have some system mocks. I've shown a couple like alt builds that I've done like on the message boards.
They're cool. Check them out.
But oh yeah, I guess put it.
Oh,
in
we are
the link.
plugging everything.
Everything
the
is
description's going to be
plugged.
so long.
Everything. Plug everything.
Luckily,
That's the title of the
Luckily,
video.
I have nothing to plug.
But yeah, next year I'll probably try to bring some of those builds. Maybe they'll build something new. I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah.
Yeah, and one really big takeaway from this is that during the public days, we were talking about it a bit earlier, the Bionicle tables were kind of empty, sort of.
Like,
as in, there wasn't a whole lot of attention. I hung around a little bit at the Star Wars tables, and there were kids everywhere.
Yeah.
There were a couple of big name Star Wars YouTubers, Ryan from MandRproductions and David from Solid Brick Studios, who were there with some big stuff. And so they were bringing in the crowds, but like for Bionicle, there just doesn't seem to be the same public attention. It just doesn't have the same mass appeal. However, what I really noticed is that like a lot of the times that I was just hanging out with people within the Bionicle tables, like there were some. I remember like I got here like on the first day on, was it Wednesday? I got to the convention center, dropped my stuff off, and within like a couple of hours, I think. Got into this huge, like, hour-long conversation with Klenda from the BCC and a couple of other really awesome folks. Oh, my gosh.
That was a really good snap.
Yeah, worthy of Thanos. But, anyway. So there's a lot of really great conversations, a lot of really great camaraderie between a lot of the Bionicle fans. And I genuinely feel that, personally, I would say that, like, I'm a huge Bionicle Gen 1 fan. To a lesser extent, like, I really enjoyed G2, but, like, I think that what makes it now is the community. The community that's built up and all of our shared experience over, like, now getting close to, like, 18, 19 years of, like, for some people in the Bionicle fandom. Like, I wasn't around back then, but some people were. And it's insane.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to have a throat. I lost my voice this weekend from talking so much. So this is, I can't talk.
Yeah,
Somebody else talk about how amazing it is.
Easy on your voice. Don't worry about it, man.
Well, there wasn't a lot of attention at the Bionicle tables during the public days. Me and Slime were sitting there just looking at our phones for...
Well, Slime had quite a lot of mocks he was just playing.
Yeah, we were sitting behind his mocks. I think actually I was the one who was actually behind his mocks.
Oh.
But he was
Are you
adjacent
political
to them.
slime?
I'm not.
Oh.
I did
That
mistake you
is
for political slime when you first arrived. Because of your Squidward shirt.
Yeah, I was wearing the Squidward shirt that he designed, which you can find on his Redbubble account.
Speaking of
All the
Redbubble, since we're plugging everything,
Oh, yes, of
these
course.
shirts you can see on me and Cal's
Do you
bodies.
wanna, like-
Beautiful models.
Yes.
Beautiful
I
models.
would get closer, but it won't be in focus. And I don't want to adjust the camera's focus because I'm lazy. But the shirts that you see on our bodies right now, they're available on Redbubble. If you can read Matoran, great. If you can't read Matoran, don't try to
I guess I could just
translate
put them up on screen.
You don't get to know if you can't read it.
Put it up on the screen. Right here. Right.
Wow.
Okay.
It is gorgeous.
Whoa.
You should go and buy it.
Whoa. It's gone.
No.
But yeah, I have a Redbubble
Yeah.
store. I don't know if I've ever talked about it on screen before, but it's cool. I
Still
make
in
cool
focus.
designs?
Right.
Question mark. I don't know. Buy it. Please.
No,
every time someone buys a shirt, I make money. Do it. I make money. I want money.
But yeah,
Yes.
So I can buy more Squidwards.
I'm actually going to go buy, as soon as I get home, I'm going to buy another one of your shirts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I should buy one of your shirts.
But-
Yeah, I probably should. Like, maybe we should order them together to avoid, like, the Canadian import tax
It's
and all
true.
that other crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess I did order some modularity shirts I gave to you guys.
That's true.
And we wore
Yes.
them.
We wore
I think-
modularity shirts. None of us are modeling them right now,
Yeah,
but...
I mean, put that the video, I guess, is
Video.
well.
Whoa.
Future watch. Do that. All right.
But yeah, what I was saying, while there wasn't a lot of attention, it was really cool seeing like a couple kids like just walk past and just like being like, "Oh, that one's so cool! I love the swords on it." And it goes thwack thwack. It was really great.
Yeah.
Like seeing that, even if Bionicle's over, that
there's
people
still some
kids still
enthusiasm.
find it cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was from the activity that I saw, mostly children that were it seemed like there was a lot of kids going around the Bionicle table, which is interesting because I would have assumed that people going to a Lego convention, the people who would be interested in Bionicle would be the people who grew up with it. But
Yeah.
it seems the kids still find it interesting and cool. Hashtag, hey Lego, construction's still an interesting thing.
Oh.
Bring it back, please.
I'm not affiliated
I
with them.
don't care if it's Bionicle. I don't care if it's your factory. I just want my construction so I can get factory to the place that I want to be. Bionicle construction
Factory. or Hero Factory.
Yeah, that's my freestyle rap. It's not really
I was
crap
impressive,
because
and then
I have rhymes
he's
that
doing it
I'm
again.
doing all the time.
He's
I'm
not
doing
done.
it all day, all night. Gonna cause a fight. Cal got into a fight with
I
another
did.
person. Maybe he threw him on the ground. Maybe
I
he didn't.
won.
Mm-hmm.
So
Recording.
I'm trying to think, like, what else did we do? We
Well,
didn't do a
there's-
huge amount outside of the convention.
No,
I
we
feel-
stayed relatively in the convention space. Like, we participated in some of the panels and, like, the games, like the Bionicle Trivia game show hosted by #TheEljayJohnsenShow.
Shut
Wouldn't
up.
that be at
LJ.
the LJ Johnson?
Yes, no, it's hashtag. It's
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
His-
the hashtag
his
too?
first
Okay.
name is #TheEljayJohnsen. His last name is Show.
Ah,
That
That's-
must
it
be
all- that's-
long on a driver's license.
Yes.
Yeah,
So he
it's
hosted
how-
his Bionicle Trivia game once more. He did it last year. And actually,
Last year I
you
took
came
second
place last
second
year.
to the BCC's Ford.
Yeah, and your prize, what was your prize? Like a
uh,
poster?
Yeah, I got this very neat G2 galley poster that's
Mhm.
still sitting in its tube.
Oh,
Oh
that's
my
sad.
gosh.
I
But,
need to get
like,
it framed.
Yes.
But this year I did manage to make it one question farther than Ford, but we were both out relatively early into the elimination.
Was you made it
I-
fairly far?
I actually won third place in the Bionicle Trivia Challenge, despite not actually knowing that much about Bionicle lore. Because there's nothing really against cheating in the first round, where everyone's given like a sheet of paper
Yeah.
and like 15 questions, and they get progressively harder. And so we were all kind of like group thinking together. So basically, all the people that came in the top 10 were like our group,
Yeah.
essentially.
Oh, really?
Despite
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
aside from a couple of people, but yeah, basically. And so like in the final round, we were given these whiteboards, and we'd have to like write down what the answer would be, and then after like a couple of seconds show people. And there was this interesting round that happened where nobody knew what the right answer was. I also didn't know, so I just went nope and signed it with my name, and
If the
And
video
eventually-
if the video is up
yeah,
now,
eventually the
we'll
video
link
will
it.
get up on
In the-
TTV.
on the
But
channel.
yeah.
Maybe it won't. Yeah.
Bionicle Game Show, what else happened? TTV, oh yeah, they did a Bionicle game. Meso,
Yeah, that was
Meso
great.
and
That
LJ
was
play Bionicle
that was
game.
one of the best things
Yeah.
actually at BrickFair, I think.
Meso
Yeah, that was
a
lot of fun.
Yeah.
Meso has a hit out for Tony Hawk.
How many times did he end up dying?
17?
18? I thought it was
Yeah.
18.
It might have been
Something like
18.
that.
Wow. To be fair, that is not an easy
it's not
game
a
to
good
play.
game.
No.
No,
It's not. Which
I
is
don't
a
know
shame.
if that's a controversial opinion.
it's not. I don't think.
Okay.
No.
If you are watching this video and if you think the Bionicle, the game released in 2003, is easy, please contact me and I will fight you physically in real life.
Mhm.
If
Sure.
that is economically possible. If it's not economically possible for me, then I will beat you up virtually.
Mm.
With his words and
With
his
my
big
words.
brain.
That's true. I have a very
Yeah.
large brain.
It's incredibly
It's-
large.
Look at this. This is
What
the
are you
size of his
Watch,
brain.
watch, what are you talking about?
Oh no, I'm just pointing at his brain.
That's
Don't
true.
worry.
Yeah, his brain
Yeah.
is that's right
It's right,
here.
it's right here. Yeah.
What you're pointing over his head.
Yeah.
No, like that's his brain.
that's
it's
his
extending
brain,
into
that's
the
his brain.
hat.
I
Don't you
thought,
know?
I thought we weren't going to
What happened?
acknowledge that.
There's no hat.
I don't know what
There is no war in boxing, say.
I'm trying to think. Like we did a lot of different things. I'm trying to think about the
Mm.
most impactful stuff.
What was the most impactful thing?
I don't know. Like I said, for me, it was really just the conversations that I had. Like so many.
Oh
good
yeah,
conversations.
actually, like at the very tail end of the con, this guy from the boards, whose name is Pseudonym, who's also in the TTV sponsor chat, just came up to me as like BrickFair is closing, and just like we had a huge conversation. So
Oh, yeah.
shout out to Pseudonym. Yeah, so that it was full of conversation.
Yeah.
So many that happened, and we also went to like the Lego store that one.
Oh,
Yes, we
yeah.
did, and I
we got
spent.
we got a bunch of Lego.
Yeah,
He
I
spent like half an hour at the pick a brick wall.
Yeah, I spent like
Mm.
$80 on Pick a Brick. I mean, to be fair, it's a lot better than the pab that we have up in Canada for the most part.
Hmm.
It might be getting better, especially because like there's a Lego store opening up right next to me,
Hmm.
which would be really cool to work at. Maybe please hire me, Lego. But no,
Lego.
Shout out to
hire
Lego.
this man.
We wouldn't be here if you didn't exist.
Or you wouldn't be here if we didn't
That's
exist.
true.
We made
Mhm.
Lego.
Yeah,
Sure.
totally. We are singularly responsible for all of Lego's financial success.
Yes.
It is actually an unfortunately prevalent AFOL opinion.
Oh.
Anyway, I don't know if we want to keep that.
We
don't want to get all the. We don't want to get all.
That's
the,
a reverse shout out.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah. So like,
Okay,
I think that
maybe. All right.
Oh, we're gonna wreck the audio with that.
No, it's look at the spikes.
What's that? If you are debating coming to BrickFair, and if you're someone who like has not come to conventions before and who can make it out, if you're in the area, why the heck have you not come? Because it's a really, really great experience. If you're not confident about like talking to brand new Lego fans, especially like I know that I had a couple of starstruck moments this weekend with TTV where I was like, whoa, I've been like watching these people for 7, 8, 9 years. I've been watching them for a while, and now I finally get to meet them and interact with them in person. It's a bit of a weird feeling, but once you get over that, you're just able to have conversations like regular people. And especially because of the fact that like we're like the Bionicle community is so intense, you're able to like have all sorts of conversations about everything from the like obscure part manufacturing to weird lore stuff to just critiquing one another's mocks in real time, which is really nice. So
I should note that this glowing review, due to it, we are not sponsored by BrickFair.
No.
No, we wish we were. Please pay us money.
That would be
Just
cool.
kidding, you don't have any money to pay us with. I'm sorry, what?
Please pay them money. I wouldn't get any of it.
Please,
But you
Kevin
can pay me
Hinkle,
money if you
sponsor
want.
us.
Shout outs to Kevin Hinkle.
Yep.
I spoke to him
The
0
Hink.
times.
Oh, that's nice.
But
But yeah. So yeah, I think that overall, like the biggest takeaway from this is that Bionicle, the theme may be dead, but the community definitely isn't. And I think that like looking back on the past couple of years, as like there have been different upsets in the community and lots of different projects have come and gone, what people just need to keep in mind is their creativity. And I'm going to channel a little bit of Meso in his final G2 video that like it's really genuinely the fans that make Bionicle. If you don't like Bionicle's story, whether G1 or G2, make fanfic about it. If you have a character that you always wanted to see in Bionicle, make a mock of it. If you have a crazy video project on the level of like reviving Bionicle that you think, oh, I want to do this, but I would never be able to do it because like there wouldn't be an audience, just make it anyway. Make a pilot and put it out there and like talk to different people and we can share it around and it'll be a lot of fun. So
if you want to do something, do it. That's
Exactly.
the basic point.
just do it. But yeah, if like for Bionicle, because of the fact that we have such like a vibrant community that's able to meet in person, like if there's somebody who you always admired in the community and you wanted to like reach out to them. If you want to make a mock, build it. If you want to write a fanfic, write it. Just whatever you do to express your creativity and share your take on the Bionicle story and just the Bionicle mythos, genre, theme, whatever Bionicle is, whatever Bionicle could become.
Or like whatever story you have, whatever
it's
Bionicle's
not even
inspired
Bionicle.
you to do. Just
Construction, maybe, or Lego
construction
in
or Lego,
general.
or it doesn't even have to be Lego related.
To be Lego, but do whatever you want.
If you are watching this as somebody who like maybe has liked Lego in the past, but isn't really into it as much anymore, then I wish you genuinely all the best with whatever you can find now that strikes your creative itch. And I encourage you that whatever you are doing, go and do that thing, because you are going to be infinitely happier creating something than just mindlessly consuming YouTube video after YouTube video and Reddit post after
except
Reddit
for
post.
this one. This YouTube video is
this-
worth
yeah,
a
this-
lot.
shout out to this YouTube video.
This one.
This is a great YouTube video. You should
Yeah,
keep watching.
you can find the link to this YouTube video right up there in the address bar.
Yep.
Yep, that's actuactually very true.
As a wrap up, I think we should wrap up because
Yes.
we're already late.
Yeah,
for
we're
a fancy
we're
dinner,
very
but that's
late.
okay.
Yeah.
As a wrap
You
up,
can't
make
see me
sure
anymore,
make sure
Are you gonna
make
do
sure,
start a rap or?
make
Oh my
sure
gosh.
make sure to like, comment, and hit that bell. If you don't, I will find you and I will probably eat some of your food. I don't know.
He eats a lot.
I wonder how much the mic will pick
I
up.
don't know if the mic is picking up anything that I'm saying.
You can use that
Probably
mic,
not.
can't you?
Yeah.
No, there's just this very quiet spot on the
Okay,
timeline.
Shut up. Okay, so none of that you could hear, but now you can hear because I'm projecting my voice a little more. Perhaps,
A little bit.
Maybe a little bit more. I don't
Anyway.
know.
But the camera